Hi, and welcome to your pick a card reading for a year from now, your life in a year from now. All right, so we have Group 1, Clear Quartz, Group 2, Citrine, Group 3, Blue Lace Agate, and Group 4, Black Obsidian. So if you'd like to close your eyes and think about the question, what will your life be like in a year from now? And then open your eyes, and the deck or the group that you're drawn to will be the group for you. Okay, we'll get into it. Group 1. Okay, Group 1, Clear Quartz. Your life in a year from now. Divine will, let go of fear. Okay. Divine is trying to tell you that it's now time to let go of fear, to let go and enjoy your life, to have faith that your life is going to be incredibly different in a year's time. And to accept disappointments gracefully. So it's now time to let go of any issues that you might have been harbouring from a year past. It's now to accept disappointments gracefully and realise that it's now time to enjoy your life, to have faith that the universe has your back. The answer to your question you might be having at the moment is no. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. When you say no to other situations and other people, sometimes it gives you energy back to yourself. So by waiting, postponing, pausing and saying no, you're giving power to yourself, power to choose the right direction for yourself, but we'll get more clarification. You will turn every experience into an opportunity. Each problem has a solution. All experiences are opportunities for me to learn and grow. I am safe. So in a year's time, you'll start to realise that each problem has a solution, that the problems you've gone through have led you to this point. That all experiences are opportunities for you to learn and grow. And you have been nurtured and protected during this massive transformation. It's now time to do what you want to do and be what you want to be. By letting go, by saying no, by accepting your disappointments gracefully and having faith, you now have the opportunity to do what you want to do, to be what you want to be. So major transformation coming for you in a year's time, where you're actually starting to acknowledge that you are the creator in your life here. And you have the ability to be able to manifest the life that you want. So as opposed to now, in a year's time, you'll be starting to live the life that you really love, the life that is meant for you, the life that brings you huge amounts of joy. Giving your faith back that you have the ability to be able to manifest exactly what you want. It's no longer time to suffer in silence. It's now time to acknowledge exactly where you are and what you've overcome. You have accepted the abundance mindset by considering abundance as something you'll have in the future is a way to keep it away from you. So I think you've realised here that by envisioning abundance and it's all its forms into the future here, that you have now got an abundant life that you wouldn't have visioned even a year ago. You will start to see, feel, think and speak of abundance as something you already have in this present moment. And you will be experiencing abundance in all its forms, abundance of health, abundance of finances, abundance in your relationships, abundance of love for yourself too. You'll have a lot more faith for yourself here and no longer suffering in silence. You'll speak up for yourself and honour yourself. You will have your emotions running high. You will feel really energised and fulfilled with your life. You will have overflowing emotions here to give to other people as well. But in a year's time, your emotions for yourself and honour of yourself will be at an all-time high. You will feel unconditional joy. And you will appreciate all the beauty and bounty in your life. You'll appreciate the company of animals. You will care for animals as well. And you'll appreciate that unconditional joy comes from within. And then you're going to be able to express it outwardly. You take the reins in your life and realise that stability was something that you didn't realise just how much you had compared to a year ago. Your stability will be infinitely more. Your financial stability, your ability to be able to look after yourself here. You will have great ideas on how to improve your finances. You'll feel passionate again for what you do each day and passionate for life. Over the last year, you may have had times where you've had to be quite defensive of yourself. But in a year's time, you'll have a brand new start. No longer defensive, no longer having to defend your stance, no longer having to defend yourself and who you are to other people. You'll feel passionate and joy. You will start to absolutely acknowledge the hidden realms, your intuition. You'll start to look into your dream state a lot more here. You will start to be a lot more loyal to yourself. You'll have loyal companionship around you. You may be burning the midnight oil when it comes to work because you are so driven and passionate to make sure that this works and you will be successful in this. So in a year's time, group 1, you'll have huge amounts of emotions for yourself, for your work, for the things you do, a drive and a passion when it comes to your life. You'll have huge faith where you may not have in the past. You will no longer suffer in silence. You will speak up for yourself. You will feel centered and unconditional joy for the state of your life, the state of your finances, the state of your relationships. You will now learn the ability to be able to say no, to protect yourself, knowing that saying no can be a gift where you actually learn to love yourself even more. No longer people pleasing. You will have learnt that each problem has a solution and all experiences are opportunities for you to learn and grow. That the universe has had your back for this whole 12 months and has been leading you to this point where you're able to speak your truth confidently, where you're feeling passionate again, where you're feeling stability that you've never experienced before in your life. You'll realise that keeping up your defences over the last 12 months has been able to protect you, but you'll also realise that to move forward in life, you need to allow those defenses down and give things a go. By giving things a go, choosing love, choosing balance in all things, you are going to get huge intuition. You'll have loyalty for yourself and loyalty of friendships. And you will be feeling very enthusiastic about your life. So yes, a year from now, huge unconditional joy, faith, balance and stability. A massive learning period has completed. You are now the person you were meant to be, the person that loves life and life loves you. So I really, really hope that helped. Okay, so if that resonated, would you like to subscribe and hit that bell button? And we'll move on to group 2. Group 2. Your life in a year from now. Citrine. Dark night of the soul. Life brings new meaning. Retreat and go with the flow. The great gathering, it's all coming together, intuitive hits and soul tribe. And you open new doors to life. So your life in a year from now, a completely different world than you're experiencing at the moment, definitely. You would have gone through a dark night of the soul, a time where you would have had to retreat from the world and look within to decide exactly what you want for your life. You'll learn that going with the flow of life instead of trying to paddle upstream here is going to make a huge difference to you. You will realise that your life is coming together in ways that you couldn't envision if you hadn't had this time of retreat or haven't had this time of looking at the shadow aspect of yourself here. Huge intuitions flowing in for you, and a soul tribe is around you now that you may not have had in the past. You may have been connecting with your guides here, but I think you're going to have a huge support network of people that acknowledge and accept you for exactly who you are. You would have opened brand new doors to life by rejoicing in what you have and knowing that new experiences are always ahead. You have greeted the new with open arms and you're trusting life to be wonderful now. You are going with the flow. Confidence is the key to your success and transformation. It was a huge step to go within during this dark night that you've been through, but you are now infinitely more confident than you were in the past. A brand new start is coming for you. A massive transformation has occurred. All the changes that have occurred by going with the flow and rejoicing in what you have brought huge blessings into your life here. Huge blessings of material and spiritual prosperity. Just 12 months ago, you wouldn't have realised the bounty that could have come by going through these darker times. Huge material and spiritual prosperity is starting to be drawn to you. Huge prosperity when it comes to friendships. Huge prosperity when it comes to love. You have decluttered your life, and by doing so, you are feeling better and more focused by clearing away your living space and your workspace, by donating to charity things that you don't need, by caring for what you do have in your life, relationships, possessions, your body. You've gained huge healing. You are no longer in this dark place. You have been brought to a present moment And in that present moment, you're finding huge amounts of joy. You are now flowing with life instead of paddling upstream. You've seen things from a completely different perspective. This retreat from life has gained you huge spiritual knowledge. You are now more bountiful than you could have ever envisioned here. Bounty of health, wealth, happiness and love. You're starting to enjoy being the person you are and realise that if you love yourself first, everything in your life supports that and brings more love to you here. No longer looking over issues of the past, things that have been lost. You may reminisce at times, but you'll realise that you have so much to give and so much has happened to bring you to this point of pure balance. You have gained the wisdom to be able to go within when it's the right time, knowing when to retreat and knowing when to go with the flow. And you will start to become a master of this and be able to give this information to other people in your life as well. So your life in a year from now will be a massive transformation for you. Huge different perspective on exactly what you want from your life. Huge healing will have taken place, a massive transformation. From once you may have felt like a grub, now you have turned into the butterfly. You've gained huge amount of confidence. You have decluttered your life from all things that aren't suiting you, that aren't for you. A huge gathering of individuals around you now that you may not have had in the past. People that get you, who know exactly who you are and honour that. You are now rejoicing in the love and friendships that you have. And know that it has been all moving towards material and spiritual prosperity of which you've never seen before. So I really hope that helped group 2. All right, and we'll move on to group 3. Group 3, your life in a year from now. Blue lace agate. Shield your energy. Look beneath the surface. I always see that as hypnotoad. Choose friends wisely and shine your light. Yes, in a year's time you would have figured out that by shielding your energy and choosing your friends very wisely here, you have been able to protect yourself from issues that you may have had to endure in the past here. And it's making you shine your light out into the world, a light that has been always within, but in the past may have been stifled by the people you associate with. You will have trusted your intuition to a point here where you'll be able to pick and choose the people around you just by your innate ability to trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? That feeling that will come over you when you meet somebody, whether you know whether they are the right person to have in your energy field or not. You would have also realised too that what you see in others is also a part of you. So that will be the catalyst for you to be able to choose your friendships very wisely, to only have people around you that exhibit love and light. No longer attracted to people that have a darkness, a shadow that they haven't acknowledged. A fiery climax approaches, a full moon in Aries. Brand new start in life, brand new start in friendships, brand new starts in relationships. Fiery, passionate relationships will now start to enter your life in a year from now. Passionate relationships where you both feel love and equal balance. You are able to trust your inner wisdom. You will go about your daily affairs listening to your own guidance. Your intuition will always be on your side, and you'll trust it to be there at all times. You will now focus on your priorities. With your priorities calling to you, they may produce a feeling of anxiety, but you will give them time and attention that they deserve. Even with small amounts of attention to your priorities here, you will feel a lot more better and more confident about moving forward in your life here. You will be more ordered and balanced, respecting yourself, respecting your work, and respecting your relationships. You would have removed substances from your life here that are affecting your energy flow of abundance. Caffeine, an example. You have cut the cords. You've cut all attachments to superficial external things to build you up, to make you feel like you can achieve. You would have, from your intuition, be able to realize that you can raise your vibration just by looking within and turning to your own energy fields here. So yes, you would have moved away from substances here that have actually started to affect your abundance. You will enjoy being alone with your own company. During those times, you'll be able to learn a lot about yourself and learn more about your intuition. Shining your light inward. You will learn how to shield your energy so you can get back out into the world. But you'll know the right path now between times of being out in the world and times where you seek solitude. Solitude's not a lonely time, you'll discover. Solitude's a time where you can really start to build yourself up. You will come to the end of a tough cycle here where you didn't know what was draining you, that you weren't able to shine your light out onto the world. You found your priorities weren't where they needed to be. You will start to not have addictions. You will start to realize that your own guidance, your intuition are incredibly strong. You will have incredibly balanced your judgments and know the right people to have in your life, and they will start to surround you. You will defend yourself from anyone that's trying to take your energy now that it's a lot higher. You will start to party less, drink less. You will still socialise, but you'll have a brand new emotional start where you start to honour and love yourself here. And your intuition is driving you to get this balance and get this wisdom. You will start to feel incredibly happy because you've balanced out your emotions. You are no longer dwelling on the problems of the past here because you're now loyal to yourself. You can stand back and look at other people and how they get themselves in trouble and decide to distance yourself emotionally and physically from these concerns. You may choose in a year's time to move away from social networks here which are based on gossip, which are based on lower energies. And you would have started a brand new cycle, a cycle where you are taking a great leap into your light, into a time where you can project your energy, where you can then shine your light out into the world. So yes, your life in a year from now is going to be completely different to your life right now. A time where you are infinitely guided through your intuition, a time where you are caring and loving for yourself. You have passionate new beginnings in relationships, friendships, lovers, pouring into your life now. You feel joyous, light and free. You are taking very little from the past behind you here, and you are realizing how to keep yourself out of that negative energy pattern and how to raise your vibration to a point here where you have the ability to do whatever you want to do in your life. So I really hope that helped, and thank you. We'll get on to group 4. Group 4, Black Obsidian. Okay, and your life in a year from now, group 4. Living light energy. See the beauty in life. Reach for the stars and address your addictions. In a year's time, you are going to see the beauty in life. Your energy field is going to be the highest it has been. You have reached for the stars. You may become very interested in a year's time in astrology or have mastered learning about astrology. You would have addressed your addictions. Addictions to caffeine, to alcohol, to loving the wrong people. Whatever your addictions are at this time, you would have started to and be addressing those addictions. You've raised your vibration so high that those addictions are no longer going to be affecting you. You would have gone through a huge initiation in a year's time. You would have crossed the threshold now where you are no longer held in lower vibrations. You would have realised in a year's time that your happiness is an inside job, that you now choose your thoughts that make you feel happy and loved, and you have brought joy to your own heart by doing so. You've realised you are exactly good enough, exactly who and what you are. You've started to reach for the stars and bring your energy with it, addressing your addictions that are keeping you low. You've initiated yourself into a brand new life here. Excuse me. You now know your life purpose. You've aligned with love, which has led you to your life purpose. You've aligned with love of yourself. You've aligned with a like-minded person here who has brought huge love into your life and is encouraging you on a higher path. You have got over any material issues, base energies. You have now moved yourself up in the energy field. You now have an incredible, bountiful nature. You've spent a lot of time in nature, which has shifted your vibration and made it higher, and reminded you of the abundance of life as well. You've gone outside a lot, you've walked, you've hiked, you've meditated, you've gardened, you've sat under the stars, you've reached for the stars, looking up and admiring the universe for exactly how beautiful it is. And you have connected with the limitless vastness of energy, that it can be yours to overcome your addictions by realizing that you are good enough here and moving into your life purpose. You have fixed up your diet. You have looked after yourself by choosing the right foods and beverages, by no longer doing anything in excess here, which has raised your physical vibration as well as your energy field. When your energy field is higher, infinite abundance has a chance to come in for you. So you've done an incredible amount of work this year. You've been able to realize that you are the master manifester in your life by thinking about what you really want from your life, keeping your energy field really high, balancing yourself out, balancing out your finances, your mind, your emotions, and your inspiration. You have figured out how to bring down into the physical plane here exactly what you need to have to control and your life. You're no longer stuck behind mental worry because you now know how to move out of this worry at any time as well. You may have been addicted 12 months ago to constant negative thought patterns, but that has shifted out of the way here. You are now feeling abundance all around you. You have loyalty for yourself and loyalty for others. No longer are you stuck in problems of your mind, that monkey mind that always goes around. You've made a huge transformation where you've taken off the mask with how you treat yourself, taken off the mask with how you treat others. You are now becoming authentic. You have learnt that by protecting yourself and your possessions and the loyalty of friends and family and loved ones here, that you've been able to weather any storm that comes at you. Once again, no longer stuck in your mind and realizing that you are incredibly bountiful. You have reached for the stars and the stars have blessed you with infinite abundance. So group 4, your life in a year from now, a completely different energy field of what you started off 12 months ago. You've aligned with your life purpose. You've cleaned up your body. You have cleaned up your mind. You have now mastered and manifested into your life the ability to be able to look after yourself, to do what you need to do to get yourself where you are. You've taken off the mask. You now acknowledge yourself for exactly who you are, and you are showing the world exactly who you are. So I really, really hope that helped. So if this resonated, would you mind liking, sharing and subscribing? It would mean the world to me. And I'd just like to say thank you so much, everyone. And bye for now.